Hey folks, welcome to Thursday, the 28th of July, and we are the other side of the FOMC meeting. Of course, last night, Jerome Powell coming out with a 75 basis rate hike, um, basis point rate hike. So, pretty much priced in from what we saw. Today, of course, on the data slate, we have quite a bit of Eurozone sentiment data coming out in 25 minutes from now. But the biggie, of course, is the GDP out of the US set to come in at half one, prior 0.5%. And then also initial jobless claims out of the US set to come in 253,000. Just a small beat on prior 251,000. So half one, the big marker, and 10 a.m. here, the big marker as well in Dublin. So wanted to look at US equities here. I wanted to look at the S&P 500. Wanted to look at oil and wanted to look at Bitcoin actually. So getting around these markets, you can see yesterday really lovely action on the S&P. We were buyers here around VWAP and 39.74 quarter around the open. Sorry, it was actually around here on the open on the 50 EMA. And VWAP, and then bid all the way through the event last night. And so, there was a point in here where the buying really just took off because essentially Jerome Powell was saying, listen, recession, what recession? We don't see the recession as of yet. A lot of the administration as well are quoting the jobs figures, some really impressive, low jobless figures in the US and in multiple states at the moment. So, but I think the GDP marker is the technical read on this. For me, it's the most talked about recession that hasn't happened yet. But either which way, once Jerome would kind of give an indication that they're not seeing it and he doesn't have the foresight on the GDP numbers, the market used that to get much higher up here yesterday. The Nasdaq was at one point up around 4% on the day, so I think it was the largest up day since June 20, I think it was. So oil yesterday as well on a weaker dollar, managing to lift up out of this area, the 2011 and 12 low at back adjusted 96.11s. Now, if we just minimize that there, but if we pull up the daily chart on oil, you'll see that really it's kind of a bit of a pattern of a push up, pull back, bid, a shallower pullback, and I think we could look for moving to the upside on oil. So target up 103.36s. We had really decent targets yesterday. I think what we were looking at was I think it was 97.40s target, which really came in quite nicely there. Albeit the market just did keep drifting up after the pick closed there. So really nice action on oil. A couple of the guys getting that trade on, and then Bitcoin to finish off. Bitcoin here on the 60 minutes. Well, you can see last night catching a bid on the back of Jerome Powell on the rate decision. So we were up about 10% on the session there to close out the day on Bitcoin and holding those gains for now. So looking at Bitcoin on the bigger chart, we are still, in the doldrums here, kind of holding 20,000 near the lows and probably going to get back to 26,000 on the highs, just to give you an idea of that. So, all right, that's what we got. Okay, so please do stay tuned in YouTube if you can. It'd be great to see some of you coming through to the Discord room, and of course, do get involved for the half one session today. It's going to be a pretty big one. If we get that GDP print coming in as a miss, you're going to see a complete unwind of the positioning that we seen yesterday on the FOMC. So, all right, have a good session. Talk to you soon.